Happy Friday. Cleveland Guardians playing the Brew Crew tonight. Hopefully, we can knock off the Brewers and win five in a row. Guardians have not done that all year. Guardians have been playing much better. As of the last 4 weeks, they've really put together a nice little streak here. They've been playing better competition up until the A's. The A's are terrible. They're garbage. And now they're playing the Brew Crew, who in the past they've kind of done okay with. Used to be an old AL foe. Wade Miley, who I haven't seen in a while, he's a veteran. He's been around playing for Baltimore, Austin, had a cup of coffee and a few other spots. He's on the mound tonight for Milwaukee. And then we have Shane Bieber. For the Guardians, it sounds like for right now the Shane Bieber trade rumors have been subsided. As I mentioned on many of our platforms here, I think the Shane Bieber trade conversation needs to be muted. They need him because of the young guns of the pitching that they have. The Guardians really need Bieber down the stretch here. They're going to win the Central. I know some people who go, why would you say that? There's still a long season to go. Central's terrible. The Twins, Tigers played tonight. I don't think the Guardians are fearful of either competition, either team. The Royals are talking about Kansas City's offseason program. Royals are terrible. Really in the desert bad. Shocking how bad it's gone from 15 till 23 today. It's really all about barbecue and Chiefs in Kansas City. And, that just leaves the division just wide open. And the White Sox are in, I don't even know what I would describe. They're kind of going for it feels like some years, and then they just seem like there's a mess. But they have some veterans, but they're not talented enough to probably put a streak together. So this is the Central for the Guardians to win. And that's why I think it's very important for Shane Bieber to stick around, to stay in town. There is no Will Brennan. Oh, by the way, going back to Bieber real quick. Bieber will not be here after 2024 unless he signs to a long-term contract. Sounds like he will not. So I think after the season, he will be gone. Would it be shocking if he gets traded in this during the season? No, but I think they will wait until the offseason, and they should. So again, for the things I mentioned, young staff, and they also have, again, injured pitchers. I mean, Savali just came back from injury. McKenzie's out probably until September. Plesac, again, he's in Columbus because he hasn't been able to pitch well. I mean, there's just it's a lot of questions. You got to have Bieber up here, and you got to keep him. Up here meaning staying, not being traded. Will Brennan is still not around. He got injured the other night against Oakland. Day to day with him. Hopefully, it's not much longer than that. Terry told Cleveland.com he doesn't believe that's going to be the case. Fingers crossed. Arias has got another chance here to make an impression. Arias has had a real trouble with the bat this last month. He has not really gotten. It's hard to remember the last time Arias has had a productive at bat. And even last game, Rick Manning made a comment, which I kind of agree with him. He was kind of swinging just at balls that just were not in any kind of fluidity, swinging above his head. He's just really off. Clearly, Arias is really pressing. Hopefully, he can settle down because he's going to have a lot. He's going to get an opportunity to play probably again tomorrow too, I would think, with Brennan's injury. There's another situation I think that needs to be discussed here with this roster. David Fry. I don't understand the whole David Fry situation. He had a great game, played really well in San Diego, and then he just doesn't play again. The reason why I bring it up is if they're going to go with Gallagher and Bo, which is kind of what I'm seeing here from the early signs, and they should send David Fry back and try to figure out another position player to get up here. David Fry really doesn't have a position. I know he's been playing catcher, but even in spring training, they had him playing all over the infield. He was playing third base in spring training. He was playing first base the other night. He's playing catcher. I just think it might be better. I know David Fry can hit, and that's great. I would like to see Rocorio come up here, play a little bit. It might be a better opportunity to get that roster spot to someone else right now. This three catcher situation for the Guardians, I would not go much further. The Guardians, if it's going to be Cam, it's going to be Bo. Okay, I would have it Bo and David Fry, to be honest. I think Cam Gallagher is just a backup. I'd rather see what really Fry can do behind the plate and give him a chance along with Bo. Bo's going to get this. You can tell Bo, and he should. Bo's a prospect. Bro's gonna get 5 out of 6 days he's gonna catch. I like to see that other one be Fry. But the Guardians are gonna continue to hold 3 catchers. I think that's weird. I think they should look at an opportunity, hopefully through the trade market, of getting a power bat and then sending down, I would guess, David Fry at some point to open up that position. That's where the trade should be coming. The Guardians are still a bat short, clearly, a bat and a half, to be honest. But at this point, I think they're going to be just leaning on what they have, knowing the Guardians. And I don't see the Guardians. Well, I don't see the Guardians making a trade, but it'll be interesting to see as we progress through the season. What are they going to do with this gaggle of players when it comes to Freeman, Arias, Brennan? There's like this small group of players that have all come up now. And at some point, you got to make a decision of who you really like and who you want to trade off as trade. And I think the Guardians are still trying to figure that out, obviously, but hopefully by the offseason, we don't have these. It's like I said, it's okay for this season. Next year, it would be a good thing to package up some of these guys and trade them for something else at some point. Because playing them the way they are for another season next year would not make sense. Freeman gets an opportunity today. He's going to be playing for Jimenez. Jimenez gets a day off. So we'll see what the Guardians do against the Brewers. Again, Wade Miley, who's been around forever. He's the starting pitcher tonight, a lefty for the Brewers. And Shane Bieber, our ace, is on the mound tonight for the Guardians. BelieveInTheLand.com, Believe in the Land YouTube page are on it now. Then go to @official Cleveland Sports. The Believe in the Land Instagram page will be on as soon as the final pitch is done. Let's see what the Guardians can do. Make it 5 in a row. They've been playing, again, in this stretch of games, which up until the A's has been very challenging at times. Hopefully the Guardians can keep it going and get closer to the division, as it looks like the Twinkies are – I think the Twinkies are going to run out of steam at some point. And their pitching, I don't think, is for long. And, it's interesting. 2 weeks ago, I'd be thinking we'd be really talking about where Shane Bieber is going to go. And after the injury to McKenzie last week, Shane Bieber, I think, is here to stay. And hopefully he can get another W for the boys in red and blue. Come on after the game. @official Cleveland Sports. Have a good day. Go Guards.